Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. So you could join the conversation by calling us on 090-241-63440 or you could tweet to us #YourViewTVC so we can read your tweets. We're also streaming live on YouTube and the ladies will be able to take your comments from those platforms as well. Mariam has a question.
Yeah, so for me, while you were talking and since I heard this story, my mouth has just been open because I cannot believe in 2025 that this will happen. That's one, that it happened. And secondly, silence. I'm wondering, are you sure they haven't tried to reach out? I'm shocked, really, that there is no news going on and on about
the consequences.
The consequences of what has just happened. This is, as you said, you have every right to sound the way that you sounded. This is something that we should all be afraid of. That a group of military personnel can storm an institution, blatantly, we can see their faces and get away with it. Harassing people, assaulting lives and get away with it. What's the difference between this and insurgents going into schools and destroying schools? This is scary. And that it has not taken up the sort of steam we expect from the federal level, state level. I'm shocked that we're so quiet. And Nigerians, there are some things we cannot be quiet about, even as individuals. Because yes, it did not happen at your workplace today. It has happened to us before. If it did not happen at your workplace today, one day it will happen at your workplace or a friend's workplace or a family's workplace. This should not be accepted in any form. And I hope that the government is watching this and listening to this and they're doing something because it means that Nigerians are not safe. We're not safe to do our jobs, is what we're saying. You get up one morning, you go to work, and anyone can storm your workplace and assault you and harass you and get away with it, and everybody be quiet. I really don't have any questions other than what is government doing about this? If they're not doing anything, then really.
What would you like the government?
Let me add.
You
already called
He has said it.
He's called on the president.
Is it a reposting of the
No.
Air Commodore?
No, this is
They should even investigate and look into this.
Exactly.
They have their
Is it
evidence.
possible for
How
them to
dare
carry
they?
out an
So
action
someone was
like
asking
this?
who will court martial. So
No,
who will court martial is that since the NSA is aware, NSA mandates whoever heads the military to take note of this. Once this is done, you send to the appropriate court martial, and they set up a court martial
immediately.
But
they invite all the heads.
Could the Air Force,
officers,
Air Force guys and the military men, could they have gone to fight without the backing or without the go-ahead of their presiding
They most
officer?
likely did with their immediate authority. Immediate head. But we are the superior head that we are now calling on. I wanted to ask Otunba just for balance. Because just as Tope said during the break, people were online cheering on
But
this happened.
before you talk about that, let me mention a positive thing that happened at Ikeja, because I was there on that day. They will have spent maybe the whole day beating on and destroying our properties. But for one patriotic Nigerian Army officer, I don't want to mention his name because I've been told authoritatively that the people of the air base are very unhappy with him. This brigadier general is from Ikeja cantonment. When the soldiers of fortune, as I call them, these Air Force personnel came and started beating us, they blocked the road, the Obafemi Awolowo way. They blocked the road to the House of Assembly. We even thought it was the House of Assembly something.
In a civilian road.
They did that morning, 7:35
Right beside the
a.m.
governor.
When they did that, a very patriotic police officer, a lady, the DPO of Alausa, when she saw that no vehicle was moving, she came out. She then saw them, she came. They attacked her. You can trace out.
Look at that.
The female, this lady. It was this lady that now called some people in the Ikeja cantonment, and this Yoruba Brigadier General Omoluabi came, and he was the one that made them to leave our premises. When they saw him, he came with some of his own troop, and then that was when they left. That is an army officer and a gentleman. That's a patriotic army officer. Unfortunately, in Nigeria, such a brigadier general, people like that should be given award and should be praised or promoted. You won't hear about them. You will hear about people like
Air Vice
Marshal A.K. Ademulegun, who will still remain at his duty.
That one is not.
It's
not
still a Omoluabi. Even though he's a Yoruba man. Even though he's
the one that saved us,
not tribal.
the one that saved us is a
about
Yoruba man. The one that touched us is also a Yoruba man. The one that it's not about tribe.
Thank you. I wanted you to.
Uma is a Fulani man from the. It's nothing to do with tribe. It's to do with the personality And the fact that the Nigerian military personnel, some of them, not all of them, do not believe in this civilian regime. They don't think that they can
I
wanted to ask
for civil authority.
Okay.
You know, for balance, that some people were rejoicing at this. The services of the discourse across board, their response team, their response system is what might have brought about this. Yes, they might be owing 43 billion and you have been demanding the payment. How has the services been towards the barracks as a result of that debt?
Thank you very much. You're a lawyer, Nima. And in fact, when non-lawyers, people that are not lawyers like us, when they talk, the difference between us and them is for us to set aside our emotion, just like when we stand before my Lord in a court, and look at things straight from what is right, what is wrong, what is justifiable, and what is not justifiable. For the military, we love them, we respect them, we understand their role in the society. The chairman of Ikeja Electric, Dr. Kola Adesina, has always been telling us to show restraint. They believe so much in peace. Same thing with the chairman of Eko Disco, Mr. Dere Otubu. In fact, when this incident happened, they were of the opinion, let's reach out to the military or to their superior officers. We've been serving the military very well. They're not the ones that have not been paying their bills. Remember, the latest one by Nigerian Army had nothing to do with bill payment. All military
just
people
that
are
light
owing
was
debt.
taken out.
It's nothing to do with that. They just said there's no light in the barrack and they started beating our staff. That cannot be justified. And for the people, those people, the remnants of NSAS, going online to say it served them right. I read all about what they were saying, particularly on Instagram. It is very sad that in Nigeria, we just say things without thinking deeply about the implication of what we are saying. Anybody who does not like people in this government or like this government and they want the military to come, we all pay for it. That's one side.
Okay.
On the other side, talking about services, I've said this there on many occasions. I've been here at least up to 10 times in the last 10 years. We are not where we are supposed to be. I cannot come here and say we are serving you well. I cannot say we are efficient enough. But you also remember that a country of over 200 million people should not be producing electricity that is less than 6,000 megawatts, and you expect it to go round. And we are not the producers, we are not the transporters, but even the producers, transporters, and us, we are one single family living in the same house but different rooms, because if you cannot pay the gas suppliers who collect dollar anyway, you cannot generate electricity. If you cannot generate, you cannot transmit. If you cannot transmit, you cannot distribute. And when you eventually distribute, if people are not paying, how can you reinvest? How can you have money? How can you recover your investment? People, Nigeria should please pity us and look at things in a way that will be balanced. People going on like to say it serve them right, they are not only saying things that are not patriotic, they are just being unfair to everybody. And at the end of the day, we shall all live up and face the consequences.
Okay, so we're going to take a break. When we return, because we cannot assume people understand the impact of what this is having on general businesses. But that video clip can affect you from getting investors. It can affect me from getting international investors into the country, because an investor will say, what if I build my facility and I annoy a military officer? They will come and ransack. So how do we get investors? So we'll talk more about the impact on our economy generally and why it is right for the president to speak concerning this. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.